Okay folks, welcome back to the shop. We do a little woodworking here, a little CNC, some metal work, a little bit of comedy, but most of all we do it all so y'all enjoy it. And so stay tuned and see what we come up with next. Okay folks, welcome back to the shop. In this week's Bits and Pieces, I'm going to show you a couple little tricks, little ditties that you can use in your shop if you so desire. What I have in my hand here is a magnetic angle finder. I'm going to show you what that thing does. And what I have here look like two ordinary blocks of wood with V's cut out of them, but they are a special couple of blocks of wood, and we'll show you what they do in a second. First, I'm going to show you what this does. Turn it on, put it on your table. It reads 0. There you go. Alright, then you take it over to the other side of your blade. That blade is at 88. Now, in order to make those blocks, we need a 45, so we simply do this with the blade. And as you can see, the numbers change. And when you get to 45, or as close as you can, you stop. Hopefully we'll hit 45 here soon. My arm's getting tired. Alright, that's close enough for me. So that's how that thing works. If you don't have one of those, I highly recommend getting one. There's all kinds of different manufacturers. This one happens to be from Johnson. But if you don't have one, I suggest you getting one. Pardon me, that frog is back. Alright, so now we want to make these blocks, okay? So what you would do, now that you have your blade set, I'm not actually going to run this saw. I've actually already cut these. Sounds like somebody needs a little oil on something. I'm just going to simulate this cut so that it's not loud and obnoxious. Alright, so miter saw, table saw, miter fence, and your block. Now there's just remain back roughly like I did there, 1.25 inches, and run them through like so. Okay. Oh, I'm fumbling here. There we go. Then actually cut them both. To cut the other angle, put your miter over on the other side, flip your block around so that you're safe, and run that through. Alright, so there you have it. Now when you're done, you've got this. And you might ask, what would I want those for? Well, let me show you right here. Okay, these are miter clamps, homemade miter clamps for the guy who doesn't have corner clamps. And the way these work, it takes 3 clamps per corner. You take these things here, set them so the notch is facing the outside or the long point of your miter. And I like to try and get this corner as even with this as I can. So the easiest way to do that for me is to stand this up and then put a clamp on it. Like so. Put a little tension. That one's good. Alright, same thing with the other one. Put it on the end, line it up, put a clamp on. If your handle's face towards the inside, that makes it a little easier. That's why I'm doing it this way. Lined up with the end, handle to the inside. This goes on the corner. Now see, I ran into each other. I lied. Let's do one in and one out. Like this. Pressure again, put them together. Now what that does is creates 2 flat sides. Then I can take this other clamp now and I can put it on here, flush everything up, true everything up, and tighten this clamp. And if you've tightened these tight enough, that won't pull there loose. It'll pull right to this corner. And let's see if I did it. Huh. And you can't get a much nicer joint than that. Let me flip it over. The corner is dead on. The top is dead on. And you can use this technique for boxes, picture frames, and what have you. The smaller the box, the smaller these little wedge deals have to be. But if you wanted to do a box, say, what's this one here? 11 and a half by probably, I was going to guess 14. I'm right on the money. I'm just joking. I knew that already. Anyhow, that's what we got this week. An angle finder and a set of hokey block clamps that work very well. Save yourself some money. I hope you got something out of this. If you did, give me a like. Please leave a comment. As always, I'd like to hear from you. And please subscribe to the channel. And you know what this means. We'll catch you on the next one.